what's next for Conor McGregor. And I read an article that quoted one of his head coaches, and I kind of don't remember his name. But anyway, from the feeling from what the coach said was that they don't want McGregor to fight at 145 again. That they feel like he got the belt there. It's a tough weight cut for him. And physically at this point in his career, the best thing for him to do was to just leave that belt behind and go ahead and move up to 155. Dana White said that if he chooses to go up to 155, he'll have to vacate the belt and become a full-time move, but he will also get an immediate title shot should he do that.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor says he's not giving up the 45 belt. He wants to do them both. What do you think is going to end up happening? How do you see this scenario playing out?
I think you can do that. You can do both, right? BJ Penn did it.
Yeah, but he didn't hold them both at the same time.
He did it one time, didn't he? I think he did it one time, hold them both at the same. When he beat Matt Hughes that first time, I think he did. I think he was two-time champion. I don't know if he held them both at the same time or not. Now, that's 155 to 70. We're talking about 10 pounds right now, right? So if the cut's hard and, Conor's coach wants to back him out of there, here's what I'm thinking. If you're Conor McGregor, right, you defend at 45 a couple of times, and then you're going to get a title shot anyway. Then it's champ versus champ, right? You can either, meet at a catch or just, both fight at 55, however you want to do it. Actually, he'd have to challenge at 55. He couldn't meet at a catch, which I don't think he'd have any problem making as far as weight was concerned.
No,
but
I think he'd fit right into 155.
Look at it. I mean, they might as well let him do that. That would make for interesting, that'd make for a super fight, right? Champ versus champ. Why wouldn't you want to do something like that? They tried to do it forever with Anderson Silva and GSP, Why wouldn't you want to do that? So it's not him moving up. It's just him. It's just creating a super fight to unify a title.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what the time frame is. The problem with them moving up and trying to defend both belts is you've got contenders that now have to wait in both divisions. And by them having to wait, with a guy like Frankie Edgar, he's not going to wait. And most of those guys are not going to want to wait because they want to get paid. So,
right.
Waiting means not getting a paycheck. And I think that's where the problem comes in. What I would like to see done is him either just go featherweight champion, fight for the title, and if he wins the 155 belt, go ahead and stay at 155. If he chooses to stay at 145, I think the match to make right now is him and Frankie Edgar, and I think that would work perfectly in that big stadium in Ireland.
He would have, after he won them both, he would have to give up one, right? And more than likely it would be 45 because obviously he's a big guy and 55 is going to be easier to make. Is his power the same at 55? We'll see, right? We don't know that yet. I've never seen him fight at 55. But I would think that you let him defend once, and if he defends, right, then you fire him up, then you do the super fight. And then if he wins, right, then it's, hey, pick a division. If he doesn't win, he's got the option to vacate 45 and just, try again 55 or stay at 45.
A lot of options in front of the guy, and definitely he's earned them. He broke the all-time gate record, $10 million gate, most money that they've ever drawn off of any card ever, including the Rousey home card, which had 54,000 people in it. They'll probably come in. I think they're thinking they're going to come in at around 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. Huge numbers. If they're going to cash in, Conor McGregor is the golden goose right now. And they need to cash in all that they can, and Conor McGregor needs to cash in all that he can, without question.
Yeah,
I mean, this guy has earned every penny that he earns. Another thing that I wanted to get your thoughts on is obviously Frankie Edgar deserves a title shot. Jose Aldo lost in 13 seconds. It was a flash knockout. I'm not going to say it was a fluke knockout. It was not a fluke knockout. It was a flash knockout. If Jose Aldo wants a rematch, should he get a rematch?
Man, I don't know.
That's a tough call.
You know, it is a tough call. It is a tough call because, you know, typically when the fight is close, you get a rematch, right? Typically when the fight is close, you get a rematch. I don't know, you know, like, you know, every time, you know, all the trilogies Frankie Edgar was in when he was champs, right? All those fights were close. That's why, you know, you had to keep making those fights. But I didn't understand. I don't know. I don't think Jose Aldo should get a rematch right away. I mean, he's going to be suspended because he got knocked out, right? He's not going to be able to fight for a while. And then you're looking at another, you know, 6 to 8 week camp. So then you're looking at about 6 months. You know, I'm sure Conor McGregor is going to want to get in there as soon as he possibly can. You know, I don't think that guy wants to, you know, lay around. I think that guy wants to stay active and keep building on what he's got.
Yeah, you know, and when you look back at Frankie Edgar's a good example because all those fights he was in with DJ, even with Ben Henderson, those were close fights. All those fights, I think, warranted rematches. Those were the right call. Ronda Rousey just got mauled by Holly Holm, and all directions are pointing to her getting an immediate rematch. When, in my opinion, I don't think she deserves a rematch. Jose Aldo got caught by one shot. Conor McGregor said it himself, and I know he was being humble, but he said Jose deserved a longer fight than what he got. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up doing an immediate rematch between these guys.
Yeah. But, you know, to me, I think Frankie Edgar should get the shot.
Yeah, it'd be hard to tell him no.
Give him a title shot, man. You know, you've got to do that now. For Frankie Edgar, you've got to do that now, man. He's on a winning streak. He's just killing people, right? And, you know, if you told Frankie Edgar, you know, give him some sort of a title shot, give him a title shot anywhere right now, he'd win. You know, I don't know if he'd win, but, you know, he'd take the fight is what I'm trying to say, you know? So, yeah. It's I'd like to see that guy. I'd like to see that guy fight for the title. He deserves it. He earned it, right? He knocked out Chad Mendes. He's done everything that he needed to do to get it, and he deserves it. I think he should get the next shot.
He definitely deserves it. He definitely earned it. 5 fights in a row. Brilliant knockout by Chad Mendes, or on Chad Mendes. Yeah. Tough loss for Chad. But you know what? That was another good example right there. A punch that 3 or 4 inches either way. If it's not as precise, maybe maybe it's not a finish. Precision is killer. Anderson Silva did it for years. When your shots are right on target, man, they don't have to have as much power behind them when you got 4-ounce gloves on.